To close my mini Old World series, today I'll show you the complete process of painting a Knight of the Realm. Check out my previous videos if you want to see more. First thing I did was remove and sand down those tree stumps at the horse's feet. I avoided gluing the horse to the base for now in order to have easy access to the bottom. Since most of it will not be visible, I just base coated it black to simulate shadows. From here, I began base coating. Like I said in my previous speed painting video, the order matters when looking to save time. I find it much comfortable myself to first paint the leather details on which I'll probably spill paint to the sides, and then move on to the red, with which I can get the point of my brush right against the leather details without ruining them. Same reasoning for the horse itself, as shown here while painting right against the saddle. To differentiate the chainmail from other metals, I applied a black coat first, which then was followed by some light brushing after having removed excess paint from my brush against my finger. Same concept as dry brushing, but in a more controlled way. With the model fully base coated, there are a couple of things I want to bring attention to as I highlight. The model already looks good, and would look even better next to its peers, so I insist you first base coat your whole army before moving on to details. Seeing everything painted up to some degree will be a huge self-achievement. If you wish to add more, you can do it at your own pace without the pressure of having things unpainted. Faced with the indecision of what design to go for, I base coated everything red, the lighter color of my scheme, since it would be much easier to cover with black once I made up my mind on a freehand. By the end, I chose to paint one side completely red and do something more eye-catching for the other, since while in lens formation only one side would be visible. I'll now show you how to easily get some smooth transitions when highlighting cloth-like textures. I begin by building up the volumes and folds with a lighter version of red. The color was transparent by itself, so a couple of coats were required to build it up. Once happy, I added a pinch of white to it, and continued working in a reduced area. This will, however, desaturate rather than brighten up the color, but I'll show you how to solve that and the transitions next. With the highlights nicely built up, I applied not a wash but a glaze of my base color. The dilution is the same as a wash, but I'm letting no paint pool on the recesses. This is an even, thin layer which will blend the transitions together as well as return the color value of the pink highlights. This pure red side will be the one facing the inner part of the lance formation, while the free-handed one I'll work on next will be the outer, visible one. I chose a rhombus design which was first sketched with a pencil since it would be easy to erase. Then, back to the acrylics, I went over the lines as best as I could, before filling out the rhombuses in black and correcting the shapes with red. This is a time-consuming process, but knowing my army is painted already and I'm under no pressure to paint other things allows me to take my time and enjoy the process. The shapes are roughly highlighted first on their top half alongside any folds, and then just with the lining over the top. After the rough sketch is ready, I'll go back with the base colors but in a heavily diluted glaze consistency to blend the transitions, the same way I did on the pure red half. Once finished, here is how my horse was looking. Pure red on one side and a very nice freehand on the side which will be exposed when in lance formation. Remember also to look at your models from afar to see your results. These are gaming models which won't be looked at from up close but at the table. I also base coated black the opposite side of the knight to get some nice contrast when mounted. The shield used the same design, a bit sloppy but I'm happy with it. Final thing I did was apply some light washes to the leather and metallics. For that nice definition, we are looking to see paint pooling right where two different elements meet. If you wish to add some highlights, wait for the wash to dry, stick the knight to the mount alongside this shield and work only over the more exposed details. No need to work on things which will end up covered in the end. Here is the end result. I hope you enjoyed the video and the content was helpful. I'll get back to more old war content as newer army boxes come out. Till then, make sure to check out my old world playlist. If you wish to see content on the legacy factions, let me know which of them and what in the comment section.